Well, being an antiquities officer, I was also involved in the preservation of monuments. You know, we have a list of sites and buildings which have been declared, they have been declared national monuments, and therefore we used to go there. If it is falling, apart, we have to make sure that we repair or we maintain it. And a monument can be a tree, can be a building, can be a site, just a normal site like the one we just visited, But they only become protected once they have been declared national monuments. Yeah, now it's about 2.5 meters from the bottom up to the top. You see, this is one of the remaining, iron smelting furnaces here in Chitipa. There were thousands of them at that time, but most of them, collapsed. But this is one of the remaining, monuments. Therefore, it is a monument, for the country. And Malawi is obliged, to preserve, such things for posterity, for the future generation, because they also need to know how people in the olden times made or manufactured iron. So what they would do, they would cut trees, that much, about 100 kilograms, so to say, and get some iron ore, mostly from hematite, from hematite. So they put them inside here and put a lot of fire inside. And then they light the fire. It took 2 complete days, for the iron to smelt. And after that, they would leave it for a few days to cool down. And thereafter, they would remove, the contents, inside. So these are the residues. We call them iron slugs. But the iron bloom, the pure iron that was collected from there, that's what people used to make axes, hoes, spears, knives, and a lot more, implements for use, at home. I don't know how many, maybe 3 of me, to find the circumference. So these things were very huge, and they were very, helpful. But with modern technology, they no longer use, the things, But, I'm happy that at least there is a remnant of such things. Let me see how it looks like inside. So maybe I pick up something. Oh, yeah. See, these are the Tuyere pipes that we are put in here to let air in, and also some, smoke out. And so there were a lot of them. If I look at the hose, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, almost 10 of those. I finally got one. See, these are the pipes I was talking about. Now the hole is filled up, because it has been buried there. But otherwise, you can see the Tuyere pipes. They were quite long, to that size, which were put, in the holes. And sometimes you could find 2 at the same time, sometimes 1, depending on the size of, these Tuyere pipes. I'm proud. I love it. I'm proud of this. I love it. I think a country without culture then is a dead country. We all have our cultural backgrounds, and the culture is one of the factors that has, bound people together. If there was no culture, then I don't know how people would identify themselves. I am Malawian, but at the same time I am Chitipian, because I come from Chitipa. If you go to Chitipa, you see people doing different kinds of things. If you go to Lilongwe, you find people doing different kinds of things. Culturally, we are different. But, that's what identifies you from another group of people. So it's very important that we preserve our culture. At the same time, cultural heritage is something that you leave behind for the next generation. So people who will come later, or in our presence, we also see what our colleagues did, in the past. So we can learn one or two things, from them.